We're here at Edinburgh Airport and I am on my travels again for a 4-day trip to Paris. Yes, we're going back to Disneyland Paris. We're annual pass holders and we're travelling with a new airline today. We're going with Air France, and on the way back we're going with Air France Hop. It's going to be quite an interesting journey. Obviously going with a new airline. We're going to see how they are, but it's a busy Edinburgh airport just now. Right, we're through security, 15 minutes to get through. Even though the airport is very, very busy, we got through quite quick. But there was a lot of bags that needed searched. Lucky for me, my bag didn't need searched. But yeah, there was quite a lot of bags getting searched by the security officers. So I don't know what that's about. These new machines are picking up quite a lot of stuff, which is good in a way because you want the flight to be safe, but bad in a way because you're waiting longer. Hi, Captain.
All remaining passengers, please be advised. As a reminder, we board your flight this morning restricted by zone numbers. All passengers who should take this time to please note their boarding zone number on the boarding pass. At this time, we invite forward any passengers who require a little extra time to board the aircraft, as well as those with pre-booked special assistance.
She's got the tickets. Here we go. I think this is the first time we've used the jetty. Because usually on Ryanair and EasyJet, you don't get to use the jetty, you have to use the back door, the front door.
Je vous laisse maintenant rejoindre notre chef de cabine, Monsieur Cléry Postel et son équipe.
We're on board Air France and look what we've got. We've got a phone holder, we've got a USB port, and we've got a cup holder, and we've got Wi-Fi as well, which is free to text and €7 to stream for the full flight. I think there's another one at €18 if you want to do like movies and stuff like that. But honestly, well impressed so far. And, which makes it even better, when we booked this, it was the cheapest airline and the bags were included. So your hand luggage was included and you had a free carry-on as well. That was amazing. That was a no-brainer because it was going to cost us, what, £40 each way with EasyJet, and which would mean the flight was going to be probably more expensive, £100 odds more expensive just to take some hang luggage on, but I'm very impressed so far. So welcome on board this Air France A228 flight to Charles de Gaulle. Now this is a treat. As part of your ticket, you get a complimentary drink and a tasty roll, all included in the cost of your flight. How cool is that? Up a wee steep slope there. a steep slope. Yeah. My heart is racing. Welcome to Paris.
Next stop, package delivery, exit.
We have made it outside the terminal. That was about 20 minutes from basically getting off the plane all the way to get here. We had to get a train, which was the first time ever doing that, but I see why they do it. They've got that AIM terminal, so Air France have the AIM terminal, so if you want to come up to 2E, we are right now, we're at 2E, so we're going to wait for a taxi to take us to our hotel near Disney, and that is the fastest way that we think getting from Charles de Gaulle all the way to Disneyland Paris. It's around €52, which is about £41, £42. I use my Monza. We either use Uber Eats or Bolt, and I think it's just a convenient way. We don't have to basically walk miles to get to the train station and then wait for the train, which is basically going to be nearly like 8 minutes or something the trains are going to Disneyland Paris. But then we would have to go from the train station to the hotel, which takes longer. So we're just paying, what, £42? The train costs you £20 each way anyway. So we'll only be saving like, what, for argument's sake, €4, right? So what's the point? So taxi all the way, easy, convenient, and yeah, once we get to the hotel, I'll show you about the room and then I'll end the video there. But it's been a great journey. We'll talk about Air France as well, because I'm very, very shocked how we've been treated on the Air France flight. We have finally made it here to Disneyland Paris in Chessy, and we're at the Adagio hotels, and we've came from the airport, took about 45 minutes to get here, and believe it or not, the best thing about taking an Uber, it cost €38, which is about £29 depending what currency and what card you use. But £29, £30 for argument's sake, that's a bargain to get to Disneyland Paris. We're basically, Disneyland Paris is way that way, it's about a 10-minute walk, or you can get a bus. There's a bus stop right outside this hotel. So it's a beautiful place, massive shopping centre. But we're going to head in, we're going to check in, and I'll show you a bit of the room, and then we'll talk about the journey. We'll talk about Air France. Right, welcome inside our hotel for the next 4 days. Apartments, Adagio. We've stayed in here before and it was really, really good. Quite a reasonable price. We've got like a TV, we've got a phone. Hello, no one's there. Some books. We've got a table here, and we've got basically kitchenware. We've got a dishwasher. We've got a hob. We've got basically like an espresso machine. Obviously the water's running. Microwave, pots and pans, everything you need for pots and pans. And if we come outside here, this is the best bit. Follow me. Check this out. Right. Look at the view. We've got pool view, and we've got like a seating area here where we've got 2 seats, like a wee French outdoor area. It's really cool. But we've got a double bed. So this is our double bed. Last time we came here, it was 2 singles, but we've got a double bed now. Now I'm going to show you to the bathroom. Follow me. Follow me to the bathroom. We've got aircon as well. Just here, we've got some aircon. It works quite well. In this room, other room is its climate control. Bath, nice and clean. Mirror, sink, come in. Sink, running water, hairdryer, heating, toilet roll, everything you need. So yeah, this is our basically a place we're staying for the next 4 days. It's all you need when you're coming here to Disney. We paid for this room €560 for 4 nights, here in Disneyland Paris. It's right next to the Disneyland, and yeah, it's only 10 minutes walk away. So let me know in the comments what you think, but I think we've got a bargain, especially with that view. Right, we are at the hotel. Let me know in the comments what you think about the room. Absolutely incredible. This seating area too, just sitting out here, enjoying the breeze. We've got the pool there. The pool's open now. The pool's open. The last time we came here, it was winter, and it's not quite summertime yet, but we've got the pool, and the pool is heated, and it's open between 9 AM and 8 PM here at the Adagio. And I'm going to do a full room tour as well. I'm going to do a full room tour, a hotel tour, and I'll do that in a separate video later on. However, let's talk about the airline of the hour, Air France. What can I say? What incredible service, Air France. Absolutely perfect. Not a bad word to say about Air France. Ryanair and EasyJet should take note. That's how you treat your customers. So when I booked Air France, we paid £280. Now the flights were quite expensive all round, but they were more expensive on Ryanair and EasyJet. Now, if you take into account the luggage with Ryanair and EasyJet, you've got to pay for your whole bags, and you've got to pay for your hang luggage suitcase, basically your 10 kilograms that they allow on the plane, but you've got to pay that. I think it's like €40 each per way, so it's like, I don't know, is it €20, something like that? It could be between 20 and 40, depending on what they're charging, how busy it is, I'm guessing. But yeah, taking into the account, the extra, Air France was the cheapest out of the lot. I think without the bags, Ryanair and EasyJet were coming in at £300 without bags. So it was going to be under £400 or £400 just to get here with Ryanair and EasyJet. So it was a no-brainer booking with Air France, flat rate. We actually had a morning flight for £250. However, we paid an extra £30 to get a later morning flight, so 11 o'clock, 11:45 was takeoff, so we didn't want to get up at 8:30 in the morning, so we can't check into the hotel till 3 o'clock, so there was no point in coming early, and we're not going to the park today. So anybody who wants to know why I'm here, because we're annual pass holders, you know what I mean, I'm an annual pass holder at Disneyland Paris. I have been for a year, and it's been value for money, put it that way. We've got a discount, and it's been well worth it, so I do recommend maybe getting an annual pass and just book in now and again when you get some time off work and come down 3 or 4 days. I mean, you can get a couple of days at the park and a couple of days to walk about. So yeah, absolutely incredible. So Air France, the snacks all included, the drink all included, honestly the customer service as well, amazing. The seats itself, we've got USB area for your devices, we've got a phone stand, we've got a cup holder. The seats itself were quite comfortable. I think they're tiny wee bit millimetres shorter than Ryanair and EasyJet. I just get that impression when I sit down on them. But the seat belts fit me. I'm quite a big guy, and I usually have to get a seatbelt extender. So these seat belts actually fit me okay. So that was perfect. I didn't need to add that awkward moment when you asked for the seatbelt extenders. The toilet itself, though, that's the only thing that I would say was bad about that flight. It wasn't a long flight, so I could put up with it. But getting through that door, it was a wee bit tight. Ryanair and EasyJet have bigger toilets, put it that way. It's definitely a smaller toilet, but what do you expect? You know what I mean? How long are you going to be in the toilet for? Depending on how far you're travelling. Most of these flights are going to be domestic. They're small planes. Now that was the Air France normal plane. I think it was the A200 or something like that. I'll put it on the screen right now what type of plane it was. But we're travelling back to Edinburgh on the Hop, Air France Hop, which is a 2-on-2 configuration, and it's basically a smaller plane. It can carry 100 people, and basically it's a wee bit smaller than the one we were on because it was like a 3-2 configuration, and I think it's going to be interesting going back. I'm not going to vlog it. I might put some pictures up online, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I've got not a bad word to say about Air France. What an incredible journey here to Disneyland Paris, to our hotel. What more can I say? So yeah, that's how much we paid. So all in total, if you take into account the £280 for the flights and the €560, which works out about 450 quid, say 450 quid plus the flights. We're getting 4 nights away. We've got our tickets under 800 quid. It doesn't include food, but we enjoy Disneyland Paris. I enjoy the rides more than anything. I'm a big kid at heart. You know, I'm 40 years old and I love Disneyland Paris, and anybody who's my age would say the same. It's a magical place when, you know what I mean, you've got everything around you. You just forget about everything. You know what I mean? You just forget about everything. Maybe when I'm 50, maybe I'll start talking about maybe going to the pub more and stuff like that, and you know what I mean? But I don't think I would ever want to stop. I'm a bit of a roller coaster geek. I love the roller coasters. I love all the theming. I love like Pirates of the Caribbean and all that. I love all that. I love Disney. I love Marvel. I love Avengers Campus. I just love it. It's just a fun place to be. So yeah, follow me for more videos. I might do some Disneyland Paris videos. Not too sure yet, but this video will come out later on. So by the time you see this, it'll probably be weeks or months in the future. I'll probably already be back home. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. More videos coming. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.